Sir, express my gratitude to you for
I think the microphone is not on there.
On the medical termination of pregnancy bill 2020 that seeks to amend the medical termination of pregnancy act 1971 and provide for an increase in the time period within which an abortion may be carried out. When it comes to issues like marriage and pregnancy, the situation has been all the more grim as before 1971. Abortion was criminalized under section 312 of IPC, describing it as intentionally causing miscarriage. Even after passing that Medical Termination Act 1971, women seeking to terminate the pregnancy beyond 20 weeks had to face the cumbersome legal recourse, denying them with their reproductive rights. As a result, 2015 study in India, Indian Journal of Medical Ethics noted that about 15% of maternal deaths in India are due to unsafe abortions, making unsafe abortions to be the third highest cause of maternal deaths in India. Currently, as per Section 3.2 of the MTP Act 1971, a pregnancy may be terminated by a registered medical practitioner. Where the length of pregnancy does not exceed 12 weeks or where the length of pregnancy exceeds 12 weeks but does not exceed 20 weeks, the option of two registered medical practices is required, stating that the continuance of the pregnancy would involve a risk to the life of the pregnant woman, or there is a substantial risk that is the child were born, it would suffer from physical or mental abnormalities to the seriously handicapped. The entire process, as can be guessed, delays the decision-making process for termination of pregnancy. Therefore, the MTA 2020 that we stand to discuss proposed to require the opinion of one registered medical practitioner instead of two or more termination of pregnancy up to 20 weeks of gestation. It introduced the requirement of opinion of two registered medical practices for termination of pregnancy of 20 to 24 weeks. It also proposes to enhance the gestation limit for special categories of women, which include survivors of rape, victims of incest, and other vulnerable women like differently abled women and minors. It also states that the name and other particulars of a woman whose pregnancy has been terminated shall not be revealed, except to a person authorized in any law that is currently in force. The bill intends to positively impact a large section of population as a number of fetus abnormalities are detected after the 20th week, often turning a wanted pregnancy into an unwanted one. Moreover, the law will also help the rape victims, ill and underage women to terminate the unwanted pregnancy lawfully. Significantly, the bill also applies to unmarried women and therefore relaxes one of the regressive clauses of 1971 Act, that is, single women couldn't cite contraceptive failure as a reason for seeking an abortion. Thus, the given bill allows unmarried women to medically terminate pregnancy and as a provision to protect the privacy of the person seeking an abortion will bestow reproductive rights to the woman. However, we need to be vigilant of the issues relating to preference for a male child and a need to enforce the anti-sex selection laws more effectively. Further, as the bill requires abortion to be performed only by doctors with specialization in gynecology or obstetrics. Therefore, with the 75% shortage of such doctors in community health centers in rural areas, pregnant women may continue to find it difficult to access facilities
Honorable
for safe
member,
abortion.
please conclude.
Yeah. Sir, in addition to this, I would like to highlight the measures taken by the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagannath Reddy's direction. Better healthcare infrastructure facilities were provided in the state of Andhra Pradesh. There is a Dr. Y.S.R. Arogyasri scheme. 1,000 new primary care health establishments were provided. There is a major focus on Nadu Nedu health schemes. More than 11,000 health clinics are brought in. And overall, there is an increase of 54% of budget compared to 1920, up to almost 11,419 crores of budget has been allocated exclusively in the state of Andhra Pradesh. In light of this, I, on behalf of my state, would like to request union government support for setting up 13 medical colleges in Andhra Pradesh to equalize the ratio of medical colleges vis-a-vis constituencies. Sir, I would like to conclude my conveying our party's support for this, but for a better and comprehensive review. Our party requests the government to send the bill to a select committee for further review. I hope the Honourable Minister will accept our demands. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Honorable Member Chaudhry Sukhram Singh